Horizon 2391, reduce speed to 170.
170 on the speed, Horizon 2391.
American 2846, maintain 170 knots to Finca.
170 to Think American 2846.
Skywest 5566, turn right in 070, descend 4000.
0407, 7000 Skywest 5566. Give the heading one more time.
Skywest 5566, heading 080 now, and maintain 4000.
Heading 00, descend 4000, Skywest 5566.
American 2846, connect there.
846, hold.
Horizon 2391, maintain 170 off to Finca, and connect there.
Okay, 170 to Finca, over the tower. Good day, Horizon 2391.
Okay.
Alaska 72 is checking out at 9.1, descending 7,000, heading 110.
Alaska 72, Seattle approach, descend maintain 5000.
5,000, Alaska 72.
Skywest 5566 is 4 miles from CLAC, turn right here 140, maintain 4000 until steps on low clouds or cleared ILS 2116 right approach.
Right, 140, maintain 4000 until established, cleared ILS 16 right, Skywest 566.
Skywest 5566, reduce speed to 170, maintain that speed to Finca.
Speed 170 to Finca, Skywest 566.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Alaska 72, 10 miles from CLAC, turn right here 130, descend maintain 4000 until steps on low clouds or cleared ILS 2116 right approach.
Right, heading 130, 4,000 until established, cleared for the ILS 16 right approach, Alaska 72.
At 1964, we've got a 9,000 for 8,000 heading 250.
United 1964, Seattle approach, descend maintain 5000.
Instead of maintain 5,000, 1964.
Skywest 5566, connect there.
Switch towers, Skywest 566.
Approach Frontier Flight 143, 6,400, descending 6,000, heading 330.
Frontier Flight 143, Seattle approach, descend maintain 4000.
Maintain 4,000, Frontier Flight 143.
United 1964, ready speed to 210.
210, United 1964.
All right, here we are for another fun-filled stream of some GA flying today. And severe IMC conditions all around the Pacific Northwest. So this will definitely be IFR. We're going to go from Pasco to Boeing Field. Let's kind of get prepped for our bush flight, which is scheduled for tomorrow, which we'll be flying on the VATSIM network because we're going to be doing a joint flight, group flight. Use custom weather probably because I don't think tomorrow's going to be any better than this. So let's check out our maintenance. So our engine is good. Everything is good. I just did the oil change. You can see here for $650. Landing gear is good. The brakes are good still. Electronics are good. Battery is good. Avionics is good. Lights are good. Airframe is fine. And oxygen, everything is fine there. So that's fine. Payload. Let's do full. And for fuel, bump it up to 70. That's usually pretty good for every flight I do. We'll double check that though. All right, so let's come over here. We're going to file this flight plan. So let's get our fuel. Just want to make sure that that 140 gallons is going to be sufficient, which I suspect it will be. $962 divided by 6.5 is 148. So we have just enough. Might need to add a little bit more. So 962 divided by 6.5 is 148. So 70, 80, 90. So it's 140. So 70, 80 be 160. So we're going to bump it up just a tiny bit. Otherwise, we have an altimeter reading of 3000. Tri-Cities departing on the 21s. And the current with hotel. We'll follow this flight plan. We're slant Golf, flight level 240. Portland will be an alternate. That's fine. There's some sort of rule about 1, 2, 3, but I don't care about that. Real world, you would care about that. All right. Let's hop in here. Shut up these doors. Dagnabbit. That was by accident. All right, so pre-flight, first thing, put the brake on. That's always a good thing. And we're going to bump up the fuel just a tad. That will certainly be enough fuel to get us where we're going. So it's at 80, so it's 160. It's the wrong thing. Yeah, 160 gallons on board. What does that do to the payload? Okay, we're still within the envelope, so that's fine. The CG is good. All right. All these switches are down. Fuel cutoff, all those are down. Park brake is on. Let's get this plane turned on. Temperature is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, so we're gonna close that door because it's super cold.
Aural warning, okay.
And we have 6 cast messages, that's normal. So a quick check, you always want 6 there, unless the door is open. If you open up the door, that will add another one. So I'll come up here, we'll do pulse light on for starting. People around us will know we're going to be starting her up. Up here, we'll do the auxiliary boost pump is on. Engine start sequence, we will add fuel above 13 ng. We will abort if it goes over 950 ITT. If it goes over 900 for 5 seconds, we will abort as well. We will abort by cutting off the fuel. Unless it's before I add fuel, then I can abort with the starter switch. I am going to look for 25 ng within 30 seconds, 53 ng within 60 seconds, as well as watching the ITT during start. So without further ado, I'll turn on the timer. And I think that's right. So timer 25 within 30. So timer's on. We'll start to starter. Starter ignition is on. There's 13 ng, so I'm going to wait till about 16 ng. There's 16. We're going to go low idle. And we'll have 25 within 30. There's 25 within 30. Okay. It's close enough. ITT is falling. We're going to get another spike here at about 42. So that's stable. We have 53 within 60 seconds. So I'll turn on the inert separator. Come up here, turn on the generator. See the electrical panel starting to work. Bring on then some lights. Turn off the pulse light for right now. Go to high idle. You're going to go auto, auto, auto. Flight idle. All right, we have a good engine start. Come down here, get the bleeds on, pressurization, get the environment going. The plane's like super simple compared to the other stuff I fly. Check our fuel levels, should have about 80 in each, that's fine. Turn on our oxygen. Check the backup display. Revisionary as they call it. Set up our maps for weather and the inlet. I'll just leave that off for right now. Alright, so come down here, let's check our systems real quick. So electrical, we're good. Good on fuel. I filed the flight plan, so I need ATIS 2565 for ATIS. We'll do 121.50.
Right approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information India.
So we got India.
TRI Cities Airport. 8 is information India. 18530 Zulu. Wind 300 at 4. Visibility 2.5. Mist. Ceiling 400 overcast. Temperature 0. Dew point -2. Altimeter 2998. Arriving and departing runways 21 left, 21 right. ILS runway 21 right approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information India.
Trying to see if this affects
TRI City
yeah,
Airport.
it does.
8 is information India.
That's cool.
18530 Zulu. Wind 300 at 4. Visibility 2.5. Mist. Ceiling 400 overcast. Temperature 0. Dew point -2. Altimeter 2998. Arriving and departing runways 21 left, 21 right. ILS runway 21 right approach in use. Read back all runway
Alright, so ground elevation for Pasco is 410. So that's not right. 2998. There we go. Now I had it the other way, that's funny. And I think this place has a clearance 20.0. Ground is 0.8.
For 420 Tango Whiskey inbound, negative ATIS.
For 420 Tango Whiskey Executive, tower inbound where?
Inbound for full stop, to executive, 420 Tango Whiskey.
Which direction are you coming?
Alright,
we're actually coming from the northeast, about
temperature in the cabin's nice toasty 72 degrees.
Tango Whiskey.
The outside temperature is 32 Fahrenheit.
990. Probably be easiest runway 20 for you. Wind calm and a right base runway 20 clear to land.
Right base 20, clear to land, 420 Tango Whiskey, thanks.
Good morning, Tri-Cities clearance, TBM-900 at Sullivan Air, current with India, IFR Boeing field.
TBM-900, Tri-Cities, grounds clear to Boeing Airport, Tri-Cities 7 departure. Radar vectors, Victor 204 then is filed, climb and maintain 10,000, expect flight level 24010 minutes after departure. Chinook departure frequency 128.75, squawk 2350.
Cleared the Boeing field via Tri-City 7 departure, radar vectors, Victor 204. Climb maintain 10,000, expect 240, 10 minutes after. Chinook departure 128.75, squawk 2350, TBM-900.
TBM-900, read back is correct.
Alright, so we got delete. So we're going from Pasco, and then we're going to do the
Fresno clearance with
PSC,
IFR to Salt Lake City.
Scouts 4451, Fresno clearance.
PSC, and then from there we're going to do load airway, and that's going to be 204. We're going to carry that to Yakima, which is YKM, our route there. So we're going to load those waypoints, and then we're going to go another airway after Yakima. So to menu, load airway. That's going to be Victor 4
Fresno clearance, clear Salt Lake City Airport, Yosemite 3 departure
to Chins.
Nickel, then as filed. Climb and maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 290.
And then we're going to go to
departure frequency 119.6, squawk 2303.
BFI.
Clear to the Salt Lake City Airport, Yosemite 3 departure, radar vectors nickel.
And then we're going to load a procedure, which is an arrival. Which is going to be the Chins 3.
Scouts 4451, read back correct.
From
TBM-2,
Chins.
Tango Bravo, fly heading 340 vectors ILS, runway 16 right approach, descend to maintain 8,000.
Trying to find out which one of those IMB, where is that at? PDT? Is that PDT? I'll just delete them after PDT. So we'll do PDT. It's going to be for, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what Boeing is landing.
Scouts 211, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
14 right. So we'll do that. And we'll load. Go back to the flight plan. I don't want to do that. So
Zero Tango Whiskey, stay on this frequency, taxi around via Mike.
Yakima to Chins. And then from Chins to Ratty, is that right? Yeah, Chins to Ratty. And then Ratty is going to be probably 10,000. So we'll do 10. Guess I need another 0.
Skywest 211, go ahead.
Let's do 10,000 for Ratty, and then hump, is that right? and then Auburn, and then vectors, which would be, let me see.
Sky West 211, clear direct Joxit.
Looks like heading 343 at the end there. Okay. We got everything loaded flight plan wise. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Back out the range to 5 miles.
Number 2 Tango Bravo, turn left heading 310, descend and maintain 4,000.
Cabin pressure is based off of Boeing field, shows elevation 18. So the pressurization is all automatic as long as you enter the flight plan in. It's based off of your arrival, so the computer handles that. I just verify the altitude for Boeing field is accurate, which is 18. So he cleared us to 10,000 feet. So I'll bring this up to 10,000. And we're going to do a vertical, let me see, heading, vertical speed, 2,000 feet. And we'll be on a heading 210 initially. So we got heading, flight director, vertical speed, altitude is armed in white. So we are set on that. Decision altitude for ILS 14 right at Boeing Field is 300. So we'll worry about that actually in the air. Set takeoff flaps. Right now they're not up there. So we'll set the flaps for takeoff.
340, descend and maintain 3,000.
Trim right here. So we got a trim for takeoff. Put that right there in the middle.
Fresno Ground Skyway 451 has information Delta.
Transponders 2350.
Scout 4451, Fresno.
We're going to squawk altitude 2350 altitudes. We're good there.
Bravo 3 and Bravo.
We have no CAS mess. Well, we have regular CAS messages, no alerts, other than we're in an airspace. No kidding. So let's check charts, make sure the weather is showing correctly. All right, so we have, that's a tap. So the meter is overcast at 400. It's basically fogged in. The altimeter is 29 or 9 or 8, so that matches. Winds 320 at 4 knots, and that's for Tri-Cities. And we are right down here at Sullen Air, so we're going to have to do a little taxi jaunt, probably up here to 21 right, is what I'm guessing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick, and then we'll get out of here.
Number 2 Tango Bravo, turn right heading 080. 2 Tango Bravo is 10 miles from my type. Turn right heading 130. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer and cleared. ILS Yankee, runway 16 right approach. Skywest 211 contacts Salt Lake Center 133.4. Skywest 211, Salt Lake Center 133.4. Skywest 211, Salt Lake Center under descended pilot's discretion, now to maintain 17,000, altimeter Bozeman 2996.
Wow, dogs are acting crazy today. All right.
Fresno Tower, Skywest 4451, holding short of 11 right.
Skywest 4451, Fresno Tower,
853 Zulu, wind 300 at 4, visibility 2.5,
Skywest
mist,
4451.
ceiling 400 overcast, temperature 0, dew point -2, altimeter 2998, arriving and departing runways 21 left, 21 right, ILS runway 21 right approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, India.
All right. Ground control is 0.8, towers 35.3. I think.
Skywest 211, roger. TBM-2 Tango Bravo, contact Payne Tower 132.905.
Yeah. Oh, no. Unbelievable. I'll be right back.
Payne Tower, good morning. November 982 Tango Bravo, fully established ILS 16 right.
November 982 Tango Bravo, Payne Tower, wind calm, runway 16 right, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 6 right, Tango Bravo.
Skywest 4451, contact departure.
Departure for Skywest 44.
Skywest 4451, Fresno departure, radar contact.
Holy moly.
Right. ILS runway 21 right approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, India.
Skywest 4451, turn left heading 340, climb and maintain 13,000.
Tri-Cities ground, TBM-900, Sullen Air, current with India, rated taxi.
Over 139er, Tri-Cities ground, runway 21 right, taxi via Echo, cross runway 21 left.
21 right via Echo, cross 21 left, TBM-1399. Alright, so we can come down here and we'll
TBM 2 Tango Bravo reporting moderate drops between 2000 and 15 on the approach.
Roger.
turn off the brake. We can slow down the taxi roll once we get a little fast. We'll go into the beta mode just like that.
Sky's 4451, when able, clear direct nickel. Resume on navigation and contact Oakland Center 125.75.
This is where it's very helpful to have Mr. X's airport environment, HD airport environment, because it really makes these taxiways and taxiway and runway markers really stand out. And it's totally free. It's an easy download. You just overwrite the textures. The instructions are in there, but all these are HD. Mr. X does it for us. It's very nice.
Sky's 4451, Oakland Center, climb and maintain flight level 230. Sky's 4451, climb and maintain flight level 230. Sky's 4451,
So we got
flight
controls.
level 230.
Controls. Have to admit the Microsoft 2020 TBM-900, I think it is, looks really awesome because that one has like touchscreens on either side.
Number 2 Tango Bravo, where do you park?
Wonder what that does.
Tango Bravo, we're going to the west ramp today.
Number 2 Tango Bravo, right turn Alpha into the ramp on this frequency. Have a good day.
Right turn Alpha on the ramp, your frequency, and thanks for your help to Tango Bravo.
Do a feather check. I just like doing a feather check while I'm taxiing. It saves time. And he gave us permission to cross, but we'll go ahead and throw on the strobes. So people can see us for certain. All right, so what do we got? We got pulse. All those are on, so we're pretty much lit up like a Christmas tree. Let's do pitot, stall warnings. And nice. Do trimmed for takeoff. We'll check cast messages. No alerts. You're gonna rotate at 100 knots.
Contact Oakland Center 127.45.
Chinook departure 2875. So we are ready to roll.
Skywest 211, contact Big Sky approach 118.907.
I'll wait till he checks in.
Skywest Southwest 4451 Oakland Center, climb and maintain, flight level 290.
Tri-Cities Tower, TBM-1399, holding short, 21 right.
November 1399, Tri-Cities Tower, fly runway heading, runway 21 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway heading, 21 right, clear for takeoff, 1399. All right. Some nasty weather. So the winds 320 at 4, so pretty much winds are non-existent.
3000, cleared the RNAV Zulu, runway 12 approach.
Let's bring up the RPMs to 1900. Now I want to go ahead and increase torque, but to watch it so we don't over torque. We're going to rotate it about 95. That's 80. 100. And we'll do gear up. Flaps out. Gears up. Flaps are, they're up, but I like to do the little arrow. It makes sure that they're all the way up. Yaw damper is on. And we are in the soup. Because we're in the soup, I'm going to turn on the ice light, prop de-ice, windshield, and I don't need airframe quite yet, but we are in icing conditions, so ISA is negative 14, negative 5 for the oat.
November 1399, contact Chinook departure.
Over to departure, 1399, see ya. 2875. Chinook departure, TBM 1399, Tri-City 7, 4000 for 10,000.
Number 1399, Chinook departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 12000.
Climb maintain 12000, 1399. Alright, 12000. We're going to take out the we're still in clouds, so I'm actually going to...
1399, right turn direct PAPS is approved, join Victor 204.
Direct to PATS approved, join Victor 204, 1399. PATS. PAPS, menu, activate, direct, activate, nav, flight plan. Alright, now we're coming out of that, so I can start the timer and close the inert separator. turn off that light and we'll turn off the pulse light and we'll leave all the other ones on. We gotta really watch our torque because that inert separator opening up is going to increase the torque exponentially, especially when it gets to 45 seconds. So that's why I have that, because once it hits 40, it's going to rise real quick. So I back it down, and then at 45, I know that I can increase it at that point. So we're going to add in a little bit throttle, just a little bit, not to over torque. And we'll stop that, put that away. Climb at 130 once we get
November 139er when able, actually November 139er, contact Seattle Center 132.6.
Seattle Center 132.6, 1399. 132.6, so he'll give me higher. Shows up right here. Seattle Center, TBM-900, 10,200 for 12,000.
Number 139er, Seattle Center, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Climb and maintain flight level 240, 139er. 240. Alright, so now we're going all the way up unrestricted. We'll keep an eye on the speed. I can switch that to IIS when I need to. Put on some counseling headphones, noise canceling headphones. Looks like we're also out of the icing, so I'll turn all the icing off. We'll monitor it. Actually, we'll allow some extra power to the engine by doing that. Eventually we'll break out of these clouds and see some blue sky.
Scout 211, contact Bozeman Tower 118.2.
What's a flight without coffee? Everything's in the green. We got differential at 4.1, which is fine. Max is 6.2, so that's one thing we really have to worry about. The cabin pressure right now is 3,400 feet. We're climbing at 570 feet per minute within the cabin.
211 Bozeman Tower, wind calm. Runway 12, clear land.
There's no major weather to speak of, but I'll turn it on just for shits and giggles. Maybe. There we go. So weather is on. And like I said, I have the next rad on, so it should pop up with any rain ahead of us. And then I can use the radar to help navigate any supercells or anything that might be up here. But there's no major thunderstorms. It's just all really, really fogged in everywhere. Zoom in here to Boeing Field so I can get a better idea what the weather is like. It's probably going to be south ops, so 1-4 because all the winds out of the north. Winds are pretty much light 3-knot winds. All right, so we've got Biro, standard.
Sky's 211, right turn Alpha 2, Alpha to the ramp to this frequency.
Alright. Keep adding torque here. Let's go to flight level change. We don't have to worry about the speed. So we'll bring that back to 130 knots. And that's the slowest we can climb with the best climb performance. So just keep an eye on the torque as we climb, and we're good to go. Still no icing. Open up this table for these people. What a cloudy, cloudy day. A 1,000 feet to go. Got plenty of fuel. Can't remember seeing it this cloudy at this altitude. That's kind of crazy. See if I can pull up what the tops are. High below 26. It should get better as we get closer. There are some areas that the cloud tops are above 26,000 close to us, so it's interesting. Let's check the temperature in the cabin. 21 Celsius, that's fine. I'm over torquing.
Skywards 4451, contact Salt Lake Center 128.72.
Salt Lake Center on 1212 for Skywest 4451.
And let me see here.
Salt Lake Center, Skywest 4451, flight level 290.
Looking at a 4-minute
Skywards
top of descent
4451, Salt Lake City Center.
if he gives us 10,000 at Ratty. And if we're going to do cumulative, that would put me, we got ETA of 20 minutes to be on the ground. So that's leg, we'll do narrow, let's do procedure and approach. ILS 14 right, we'll do vectors. Biro is 308, so I'll just do 300 for minimums. Go ahead and load that. Nothing showing on the weather. Ground speed's 291. Got a little bit 22 knot headwind. You can tell right here. You can go to wind options. I like option 2. Other ones show like crosswinds and stuff, but I like that one. And as for ILS, so that would be what? 110.9. So 110.9. And then so that would be a course heading of 135. 135 is the course heading. So that's how you set up the ILS when you're at cruise, because you just go to heading mode, change it to the lock mode, get all your ILS stuff configured, and then go back to GPS mode and re-click the navigation button, and you're back in business. Cabin is at 7,000.
3909er, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
Seattle Center 126.6, 1399. Seattle Center, November 1399er, flight level 240. It's going to tell me cross Ratty at 10,000, I bet.
November 1399er, Seattle Center, roger. Prop lower for you in a moment.
Roger. Because he has to look it up. So we'll do VNAV and altitude probably, I'm guessing 10,000. So we'll bring this down to 10,000.
TBM-900 cross Ratty at and maintain 16,000. Boeing altimeter 29991.
6. Cross Ratty at and maintain 16,000. 29901. 1399. 16,000. So we'll take out some of this torque so we don't forget. As soon as I start to see blue skies, we have to descend. So if we were going to do BF, Boeing field, and the meter is 2991 at Boeing field. Alright, so let's come back here, and lunchtime is over. Still no weather to speak of. Let's see what the range is on this. The range is pretty far. Let's change that to 20 miles. At least I can see what the ground looks like. That's kind of cool. Going to erase that restriction. So I'll do clear. And we'll change the altimeter. What was it 2991? I think he said. Yeah. 2991. So we're set up for altimeter. Coming into Seattle soon. $27.75 is ATIS.
Between Boeing Field and Seattle is International. Expect aircraft to off you on final. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Kilo.
It's still Kilo. It means nothing's changed. Let's do collateral, do terrain. So we'll have terrain on that little inlet, insert, whatever you want to call it. I could add terrain here, but that's too much. To keep an eye on icing. Here comes some moisture, so to be safe, we're going to turn back on all the icing. We'll keep an eye on the wings because the temperature is minus 17. ISA is 0, so that's freezing. Yeah, because of the weather, we're gonna
Skies 4451, send
close the inert separator.
Skies 4451, descend pilot's discretion, 40.
Just have to keep an eye on temperatures, but it should be fine. It's funny that's not picking up the horizontal rain. I don't see any rain. It's weird. Guess it's just from the clouds. So much moisture.
Salt Lake 4451 is lead level 290.
Scouts 4451, roger.
See if ATIS has changed.
Back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Kilo.
Still the same. Usually this flight's it's a flight I do with my business jets, but I don't really have any business jets right now. I mean, I have one, but I only use it for FS economy.
TBM-900, contact Seattle approach 125.6. We'll see ya.
Seattle approach 125.6, 1399. We'll see ya.
And SkyWest 4451, contact Salt Lake Center 133.25.
26. I'll wait for him to check in first.
Scouts 4451, Salt Lake Center 133.25, 3325.
Seattle approach, TBM 1399er, chins 3, 16000, current with Kilo. Request the ILS 14 right approach.
1399er, Seattle approach, expect the ILS runway 14 right.
And I can expect that, 1399.
That was 4451, Salt Lake Center, roger. November 1399er, depart Auburn on your present heading for vectors to the localizer.
Depart Auburn, present heading vectors for localizer 1399. Alright, Auburn, present heading.
4451, cross Knoll and maintain 17,000 to Salt Lake altimeter 3003, Salt Lake landing south. Yes, sir, that's cross Knoll at 17,000.
And pressure is coming down.
4451, cross Knoll intersection at and maintain 17,000.
Lots of water. Looks like Boeing.
November 1127 Mike, capital clearance. Cleared to the arena.
Tower is 20.6, grounds 0.9er.
On departure, fly heading, I'm sorry, maintain 9,000. Expect flight level 290, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.4. And squawk 3375. Mike, read back, correct.
Looks like it stopped raining.
1399er, descend and maintain 8,000.
Descend and maintain 8,000, 1399. Alright, 8,000. Turn on the pulse light. Pressure is still 91, so we're good on both. At least we can see what the ground would look like. That's kind of nice. I don't think the weather map's working, or maybe there just isn't any rain, but I'm gonna leave it on traffic. We're on ILS now, so we'll confirm that with ILS ICHJ. Is that correct? Nope, that's not it. So I'm not picking up the right one yet, so that's all right. I've got it set up otherwise. Boeing Field's right here. So Tuga is 1600 intercept. Said the Boeing ILS localizer is BFI, so
November 1399er, descend and maintain 4,000.
descend and maintain 4,000, 1399er. 4,000. We're coming up to Puget Sound or Puget Sound or whatever it's called. It's on my bucket list to actually go here one day for real. It doesn't look right. P135. Yeah, I guess it is right.
1399, turn right heading 320.
Right turn heading 320, 1399. 320. It's 135, so it'd be one. Course heading 135.
November 1399, descend and maintain 2,200.
2,200, 1399.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Slowly bleed off some speed, and at 180 knots we can drop the gear.
Number 747 Juliet Sierra, Oakland Ground line clear.
Do taxi light on.
Number 1127 Mike, Capital Ground, runway 16 right, taxi via Alpha.
There's 180 knots. Slow down to about 150. We'll go takeoff flaps. And we can go gear down at 180 knots or less. So we'll look for 3 green. 3 green, we're good there.
November 1399, turn right heading 050.
Right turn heading 050, 1399. So it would be nav and approach. That's what I want. Okay.
November 139er, 4 miles from Togay, turn right heading 110, maintain 2,200 until established localizer, cleared ILS runway 14 right approach.
Right turn heading 110, maintain 2,200 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS 14 right approach, 1399er. Alright, so we got that. We got nav armed. And looking good. Coming up to Seattle. And again, the minimums for this is 300 radar, 308 MSL. Alright, let's arm approach, capture that glide slope on our way down.
We're 139er, connect Boeing Tower 120.6.
Boeing Tower 120.6, 1399. Boeing Tower, TBM-900, established on a localizer, 14 right.
TBM-1399, Boeing Tower, wind calm, runway 14 right, cleared to land.
14 right, clear land, 1399.
Skywest 4451, contact Salt Lake City approach 135.5. Skywest 4451, contact Salt Lake City approach 135.5.
We're gonna pull out the runway at looks like signature up here.
Capital Tower, TBM-1127, Mike, holding short 16 right, ready for departure.
TBM-1127, Mike, Capital Tower, turn left heading 010, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff, wind 310 at 5.
Clear takeoff 16 right, turning left 01027, Mike.
Do a 90 knot final. Ground is 121.9er. Just in case he wants me to monitor that. We do have reversers.
Skywest 4451.
3 green.
Approach, descend to the Watts 5 arrival, expect ILS approach, runway 16 right.
Landing lights, AOA. Autopilot off. The yaw damper is off.
Gotcha.
Wind is a tiny bit of a crosswind here. Just following the needles down. 90 knots with full flaps with this plane seems to do the trick. Going about 3/4 flaps at about 110.
Minimum.
throw in the reversers, take out the flaps. I guess I could have turned there, but it didn't happen. Come down here to A7.
One 27 Mike, contacts NorCal departure.
Alright, go to NorCal departure, 27 Mike.
Boeing Tower, TBM-900 looking for signature.
1399, cross runway 14 left at Alpha 7, taxi via Alpha, the signature, have a good day.
Cross 14 left at Alpha 7, and then signature via Alpha 1399, thanks you too. Alright, flaps are up. We can reset the trim.
Departure radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Need to add in a curve or something for this. Let's see. Practice an approach or something. Alright, let's turn those off.
One 27 Mike, turn right direct column.
I'll turn off the pulse and the strobes. I want to add in a curve and see how it feels on landing. I don't have any curves on any of my airplanes, but this one's so sensitive at the last minute. I think I'm just going to taxi down to the end of this runway. I'll do a couple pattern approaches, a sign off line. Actually, let me do this. All right. So that's set. Let's go to PilotEdge.
Disconnected.
Disconnect from PilotEdge, so I'm going to get yelled at. And flaps are out. So for that's pitch. So let's add a curve. I don't even know how to do this. Apparently I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to YouTube real quick. Curve. Also going to complete the project fly. Alright, how to configure curves. Looks like Q8 pilot came up with a way here. Let's see. Alright, that's not doing anything. Oh. Okay, I think I know how to do it now. So pitch. So you click on this thing, and it's actually before I mess it up. So it looks like the setting would be at 0.35, 1.0. So that would be where it's at now. So I guess I could clear the curve. Looks like it's added a little bit of a dead area, so that might be too much. Guess we'll find out. All right, so let's come down here. Now that I know how to do it, let's see how it feels in the air. That way I don't have to do it again. And I'll make a note of whatever the findings are. Alright, so we do landing lights and all that jazz on. We're trimmed. Takeoff flaps. Everything is set for takeoff. So I'm just going to do a couple laps around the track here. Maybe I'll land at Renton too, just for the fun of it. Let's put that thing up. what the missed approach is for this. Or pattern or anything.
Too low. Terrain.
Let's try this again. So I'm going to put this on 5 miles. Because that's the easiest way to figure this stuff out. Let me make sure I'm offline. I think yeah, I did. Alright, just want to get yelled at. Alright, so the it feels pretty good. Might be a little, but it's the low speeds that I need that extra oomph. Alright, so let's slow down and we'll do gear, do takeoff. It's 130 and then 110. Alright, so there's 130, so I'll start a bank here. Do 110.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Yeah, I see the terrain ahead. Okay, there's the field. Holding this at 110 for right now. Alright, there's 90 knots. Yeah, that curve is it's a lot easier to manage. Matter of fact, I'm going to add a tad bit more. So that would be a tad bit less, I mean. Yeah, that feels pretty good. That way I can make micro adjustments and it doesn't go all over the place. That curve is definitely nice.
Minimum.
Alright, so we're gonna go full power. Gear up.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
I'll try one more lap at this. Okay. There's 1,000 feet. This time let's roll to the right. Boeing field over there. I'll try this approach again. What I like to do is use 5 nautical miles. I use this inset. So about halfway is a good time to make your base turn. So right when that touches almost the E, be a good turn to make the right. See, I'm actually getting farther away. All right, so let's slow this puppy down, make our base turn. Drop the gear at 180 knots or less. Do takeoff flaps. And 110 would be the slow down to 190. I mean, 90. Trim for speed. Yeah, it feels good. I think I found the right setting for this. Feels good on approach. Before it's like just a little bit of a movement would just throw the nose to pitch all out of craziness. I'm gonna write down the settings just for my notes, and I'll take a break after this landing.
Obstacle ahead. Minimum. Minimum. Obstacle ahead. Obstacle ahead.
Gizmo, hey bud. I've just been talking to myself for most of this stream. Glad you're coming in. I'm not even online right now. I'm just doing some pattern work. I'm gonna do a touch and go and land at Renton actually next.
Airspeed.
Oh yeah, that's much, much better. Gear up, flaps are out. Alright, looks like Renton is to my left, so let's give that airport a try. Get over this hill.
Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain.
Follow the river in for Renton. Gear back down. Got all my landing lights on. Where the heck is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. And it's renting right there. So slow it down to about 110. And then at 90 knots, it'll be full flaps at 90. We got full flaps. Yeah, this curve I put in here, it's really nice. Feels good on the final approach here. This feels really nice. I might have to start messing around with the curve on all my other airplanes.
Minimum.
Yeah, the minimum's just for the other field, not this one. Have to use the reversers on this one.
Airspeed.
So, what do you say, Gizmo? Do you want me to do one more pass, but go to Seattle? Do you want me to show you where the Seattle's GA ramp is? It's right around the corner. It's up to you, though. If you don't care, I'll probably just sign off, but if you want to see it, I'm perfectly fine to do one more approach. We'll just go to Seattle from here. Are you even there? Because it shows my viewers are at 0, so you might not even be there. So I've got curve for 0, 0, 0, 0, 4, 8, 1, and 0, 0, 0, and 0, 2, 6, and 1. Okay. I guess I can do a replay of that. What's my ending fuel? 69. Oh, that's not good. Can't see squat. Looks like I set it down nicely though. Yeah, that actually helped with my touchdown. Well, that's a good thing. Let's open that up. Open that up. Let's go to payload. Close those. We're all set. All set. I'm gonna go take a break. I've been at this for a while. All right, you guys have a good day, and I'll catch you later. See you, Gizmo. Catch you next time, bud.
American 2755, turn left in 250.
250, American 2755.
Alaska 7005, maintain 170, also graded to think connect there.
170 or better to think and go to Tower, Alaska 7005.
American 2755, reduce you to 190.
190, American 2755.
American 2755, 3 miles from Agnew, turn left in 200. Maintain 5,000 till established localizer, cut ILS 216 right approach.
2005 till established, clear to ILS 16 right, American 2755.
Alaska 98, maintain 170, Johnson greater to Cinco.
170 better, think Alaska 98.
Air Transport 3888 heavy, set approach, descent, 5,000. Please. American 2755, reduce you to 170 left.
170, American 2755.